Today, I'm showing you 5 ways to cook with peaches, plus 1 bonus cocktail, because we all need a drink. Picking the perfect peach is crucial. I like to choose ones that are a little bit darker in color on the outside. That's going to indicate a sweeter flesh on the inside. You also want them to be firm, not hard as a rock, but you want them to be able to give a little bit when you poke into it. Of course, I'm going to cover some of our classic peach recipes, but I'm going to start with a peach salsa. If your recipe calls for peeled peaches, it's easier to peel them while they're whole, so peel them before you cut them in half. A good old vegetable peeler works just fine, although your mom and your grandma probably used a knife. Be mindful that peaches are just delicate, so it may look like a perfect peach, but there might be a little bruising. That's okay, just trim it off. The next natural step is to cut your peach in half. They always have a little line in it, and that makes you want to think that's where you cut, but it's going to release from the pit easier if you go opposite the natural line. The line runs this way, and I'm going to cut this way. Your knife will hit the pit in the middle, and then just guide it all the way around, twist it, and pop it open. These are freestone peaches, which means the pit just pops right out. The other ones are called clingstone, which means the flesh clings to the stone. I like a good freestone peach. If you've never made salsa with fruit, you're missing out. What makes something a salsa is not so much the tomatoes as it is the peppers and onions. So I'm definitely gonna add that to this. Peaches oxidize and turn brown just like some other fruits, so the acid from the lemon and lime is gonna help with that, plus add great flavor. Final step is to add some avocado, salt and pepper. Let's not forget that cilantro. This looks so good. I love serving it with just chips, but again, you can serve it with your fish tacos or grilled pork or chicken. Taste buds are tingling, going in for the perfect bite. Sweet and spicy, the flavor just burst in your mouth. It's so good. I would be remiss if I did not include a good peach cobbler in an episode all about peaches. I am Southern after all. This one is from scratch, but it's still super easy. And this recipe has thousands of 5-star ratings on our website, so if you're not, you need to be subscribed to Allrecipes so that you don't miss any of these delicious 5-star recipes. Once you've peeled and sliced your peaches, we're just gonna add in some sugar, spices. As all the sugar comes together with the peaches, it creates this delicious syrup that you kind of have to have in a cobbler. I'm gonna get this in my baking dish in the oven for about 10 minutes to give it a head start while we prepare the topping. For the topping, I'm just gonna whisk together some flour, brown sugar, white sugar, baking powder, and salt. Then I'll cut in some butter. This is a great time to use your box cutter and you can grate the butter in. Once your flour mixture looks like this, kind of like a coarse meal, you'll add in some boiling water. Our peaches have been going about 10 minutes. Now we're gonna take our topping and just drop it in the spoonfuls onto the top. The topping is my favorite part. Before it goes back in the oven for about half an hour, we're gonna sprinkle it with some cinnamon sugar. Oh yeah, golden and bubbly. Ice cold vanilla ice cream is a must on top of a hot peach cobbler. It's like the OG perfect bite. It's a good day. How about a little cocktail? I'm making peach sangria because that just sounds so delicious and refreshing. This recipe actually calls for white peaches for a white peach sangria, but because my peaches are so beautiful and this yellowish red color, I'm using that. The base of this is of course the peach vodka, also some frozen lemonade concentrate that I have thawed out. Stir this together till the sugar dissolves and then pour in your cold white wine. And to that, I'm gonna add some red grapes and green grapes. Of course, we're gonna have plenty of beautiful peaches. This looks so good. Oh my God, I'll see y'all later. Now it's time for a delicious dinner featuring peaches. This is a spicy peach pork tenderloin. Get ready. Take our pork tenderloin and top it with our peaches. And then we're gonna make a flavorful sauce to pour on top. You know, it's reminiscent of the old pork chops and applesauce, but this is pork and peaches, so it's gonna go well together. Doesn't get much easier than that. It's gonna go in the oven for about 30 to 45 minutes. Lots of flavor going on here. I uncovered it for the last 10 minutes. Gotta see what this is all about. Here we go. Sweet and spicy. This is delicious. Time to use these peaches in a salad. This is the kind of salad you make if you're trying to impress someone. All right, I'm gonna start by tossing some arugula with olive oil and some white balsamic. When creating this salad, I was inspired by the caprese salad. So instead of tomatoes, I'm gonna use peaches. Instead of mozzarella, I'm gonna use burrata because it's super creamy. I've got the traditional elements, but taking it up a step. You could stop here and it would be absolutely delicious, but I'm gonna add a little drizzle of balsamic glaze, then I'm gonna sprinkle with a few other things. This, my friends, is a salad worthy of company or just some good old alone time. Tastes like summer. Now I'm bringing the peaches to the breakfast table and making a stuffed French toast with peaches. I'm starting by cooking my peaches in a syrup made with just sugar, cinnamon, and nutmeg. Now for the stuffing part, I'm starting with some mascarpone cheese. I'm gonna add some confectioner's sugar and lemon zest. And to make it easy to fill into our bread, I'm gonna put it into a Ziploc bag and just pipe it in. Now for the bread, I'm using a brioche loaf. You could also use a good crusty bread, like a French bread. I'm gonna cut a nice thick slice and then cut a pocket into that and then pipe our filling in. Once your French toast is filled, then you proceed like normal French toast, dip it in a little egg custard and cook it in butter. Peaches and cream in the best way possible. No time to waste here, going right in. Might be the best French toast I've ever had. So there you have it, 6 ways to use your bounty of summer peaches. I hope you'll try one or all of these, and please tag me when you do. When it comes to perfecting peaches, you can cook that.